Vamos a empezar un party ale. Vamos a empezar un party ale.
Hello everybody, welcome back. I am Miranda Marie. If you are new to the channel, and for those of you who are not new, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. So, been a little MIA the last few days. I'm coming to you today with day 5 and 6 of my first travel assignment. So technically I am still in training. This is my second week of training. I'm sorry if you just heard that. That is the air conditioner kicking on, but this is my second week of training. Today is Tuesday, July 19th, and I'm still down here in Texas where it is hot, although today is not as bad as it has been lately, so I really appreciate that. Because as you can see, I'm a nice little husky girl, so me and the heat don't really get along right now, but it's been fairly good today. So the last 2 days we pretty much have just been finishing up on the basics, you know, venipunctures, EKGs, VFR, visual acuity, stuff like that. Like when I tell you they literally go through everything training wise, like even the basics, but just the basics of how they do things, they go through everything. So like height, weight, all that good stuff, blood pressure, pulse, respirations. Like we have pulse oxes now, but still, you gotta get that good old school, you know, secondhand watch, the whole nine. Yesterday we were just finishing up on venipunctures for anybody who wasn't able to go on Friday, because you know our training does end at 4:30. We go to training from 8 to 4:30 every day, Monday through Friday. We do have Saturday and Sunday off. So this past weekend we were off. Everybody was just feeling under the weather, so some of us went out, some of us didn't. For those of us who did go out, we had a really good time. I'll probably do a video about that later. I didn't really get too much video content when I was out because I just really wanted to enjoy the moment, but I definitely will come back with another video and at least have some pictures and a couple of spots that we went to. So if you're ever in the area, you know, a couple of places to check out. Today we were just trying to get into some of our computer systems still. If you guys work in IT, you know how IT can be when you're first starting a new job. It's either if they put the ticket in too early, they can only keep the ticket open for so long, then they have to close it out, then they have to restart it again, and da 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 da. That's what we were dealing with today. Like literally, that's what we were dealing with today. We did eventually get into some other things that we were able to access without having to get in the programs that we needed. So needless to say, tomorrow on Thursday, we're definitely going to be hitting the programs hard. Luckily, the one that the majority of us could not get in is the main one that we need to focus on. So at least we'll all be able to do that together, and everything else we pretty much have been going over it periodically throughout the last week and a half. And then we touched on a lot of it today. So that's the good portion of it. We also learned about how we get our invites. I have already received my first invite, so I'm excited. With this company here, what they do is when something comes up and they need an MA, a nurse, a LPN, a provider, an x-ray tech, or even a driver, like I told you before, they have what they call nomads. So they have like the traveling RVs as well. So they have drivers who just specifically do nothing but drive those. They will see who's available, and then they'll just put you on an event. And in order to go on an event, you have to get an invite to the event. So I think it's totally dope how they do that. And then you have to accept it. And then once you accept it, of course, it automatically uploads to your calendar. And then they'll send you all the information regarding your event, like what doctor you'll be working with, what other clinicians you'll be working with, what other nurses, LPNs. Well, I'm sorry, I don't like the group, like LPNs, RNs separately. They're still nurses, okay? One just goes to school a little bit longer, some about the same. They're nurses, okay? So to all my LVNs, all my LPNs out there, I respect you. I love you. I appreciate you. You're just as much a nurse as I am. So the medical assistants, the nurses, the x-ray techs, even the nurse practitioners. We do have some nurse practitioners, and we also have some physician assistants who go out as well. So like, you'll know the location you'll be going to, what hotel, rental car, flights, all that good stuff, and will be included in there. Your point of contact for the day if you have any issues like with your Wi-Fi or computer systems, you need supplies, things like that. It literally has everything in that invite that you could possibly need. So very excited about that. My event was actually supposed to be a 2-day event, but unfortunately, I guess because they didn't have enough patients to fill up the second day, they just canceled the second day. So my 2-day event turned into a 1-day event. So I literally, as soon as I leave here on Friday, I get a couple days home, like a day and a half home, and then I'm right back out. I arrived to my location the night before the event at about 10 p.m. Me and the other nurse that'll be traveling with me, we drive to our hotel together. That's one good thing I do like too. They kind of try and team you up so you're not by yourself, because a lot of these areas can be rural. You might be coming in late at night, so you're not traveling by yourself. You kind of have a travel buddy, which I absolutely love that. We have our event. Our event, I believe, is from 8 to 5, and then after that, we do what we need to do. Shut it down, break it down, ship off whatever we need to ship off. Go back to our hotel room, get our stuff packed up, because that next flight in the morning, I think we have to be at the airport at like 6, because the flight leaves at like 8 something, and then of course we have to take the rental car back. So you know, you need to be there enough time to turn in the rental car, do all that stuff, whatever. So, and then I'll be back home in the ATL. And then that was one of the things we learned to do today too, is learn how to look at our schedule, so you can learn like the different ways. So once I go home from that event, they have, like I told you before, they have the option where you can work from home, or it'll just say home base. So if you're working from home, you're strictly 90%, that's where you're going to be. The only way they will pull you if you're working from home for those days or that week is if they're like dire short, it's a dire emergency, or if it just happens to be something that's closer to your area, and instead of making you travel like all the way to the West Coast, and it's something like I'm in Atlanta and it's in Gainesville, like let's just have her go to Gainesville. It's like a 30-45 minute drive for me. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. But when it just says home base, that means I'm working from home, but if something comes up, I can immediately get pulled. But they will call you first to let you know, hey, we're going to pull you for this. Is that okay? Because they do really try to enforce, like if you have appointments or anything you need to handle, try and handle it on the days you are working from home, or, you know, especially if it's something last minute. So that's a good thing. And I like the fact that they'll call you first before they just like, hey, here's your itinerary. You leave in 4 hours. Like, it's nothing like that. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm nervous, but I'm always nervous when I'm starting something new. But I am excited. I'm nervous. It's just definitely, the basics are of course the same. It's just the policy and procedures that you have to adjust yourself to, on top of the providers. Like, these are all new providers for me, so you kind of have to be able to, you know, properly approach each provider the correct way. You know what I mean? Like, you have to fill out their working atmosphere, their working personalities, their personalities in general. So my rule of thumb is always, hi, I'm such and such, you know, I've been doing this for a while, but I'm new here. Tell me what you like and how you want it, just straight off the bat. So that way we don't have no issues. And if I make a mistake or if I do something you don't like, let me know so it doesn't happen again. Like, that's just the type of person that I am. That's the type of person I've always been. I'm not gonna learn if I make a mistake if you don't tell me. So I'm all about that now. It's all in how you deliver it now. Don't be disrespectful. That don't sit well with me. But hey, you know, Miranda, I noticed you were doing this. Maybe next time, how about trying it this way? Not a problem. not a problem. But if you, that is not how you do that. What you need to do, I don't respond well to that type of approach. I don't. So we just gonna pray on it, and I hope I don't run into anyone like that. I know I would have to let my teeth be a fence first. Pause, think about it, and then respond. So, but I am excited. I kind of wish we would have still had the 2-day, but it's kind of cool. Like I said, I still have that opportunity to possibly, you know, leave out again. But this is just day 4 and 5 of my first travel assignment / training. So I'm learning more. Yeah, you know, just make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Make sure you tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to come and join and be a part of our gang. I am Miranda Marie, and for right now, y'all stay safe, stay